Welcome students. We are here to learn the subject digital image processing. This is a paper of final year 7th semester having the code EC703A. Myself Kaushik Pal, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. Today we will learn the topic image security and image steganography. So from the term image security, it is very clear that we are imposing some factors, that is security factors. Why image security is required? Nowadays this is a digital era. So lots of informations are there and the digital image is very much popular nowadays. We used to take lots of digital images through our mobile phone, digital camera, and we like to share all those images through different type of social medias. That may be either Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, lots of other social medias are there. So all these digital images are some personal properties. So if the images are being manipulated and that is being transmitted, so the authenticity of the image is being corrupted. So that's why it is very much important to impose the image security. So the data authenticity is also very much important nowadays. Similarly, image authenticity is also very important. For this, the image steganography is very much important. Here we can see a natural picture. So this is a scene where some of the trees are there, some mountains are there, and some people are working there. But if we just look very carefully, that some face like illusions is there. So that means we can also find some face if we see in this particular image. That means some information is being hidden in these images. So this is one example of image steganography. If we move forward, we can see that what is steganography. Steganography is a Greek word which means concealed writing. The word steganos means covered and graphical means writing. So it is also known as covered writing. So the origin of this steganography word is from Greek. Steganography is the art and science of writing hidden messages in such a way that no one apart from the sender and intending recipient suspects the existence of the message. That means the message will be only known to the person who is sending and who is receiving, and all other people cannot separate the messages from the hidden messages from the image. The main objective of steganography is mainly concerned with the protection of contents of the hidden information. So these are very important points if we want to discuss the steganography. History of steganography. The first recorded use of steganography can be traced back to 440 BC, where wax tables were used to write messages. Ancient Chinese wrote messages on fine silk, which was then crunched into a teeny ball and covered in wax. During Second World War, a technique was developed to shrink photographically a page of text into a dot less than 1 millimeter in diameter. So these are different techniques by which some of the information being hidden. So that is the history of image steganography. There is another term which is known as cryptography. So if we want to have the knowledge about the difference between the cryptography and the steganography, these will be the points. Steganography prevents discovery of the very existence communication, whereas cryptography, encryption prevents an unauthorized party from discovering the contents of a communication. In case of steganography, technology is still being developed for certain formats. For cryptography, most of algorithm known by all. For steganography, once detected message is known, but in case of cryptography, strong current algorithms are resistant to attacks. Larger expensive computing power is required for cracking. For steganography, steganography does not alter the structure of the secret image, whereas cryptography alters the structure of the secret message. This is a steganography framework where we can see that the sender is the Alice and receiver is Bob. An intermediate person is Wendy who is trying to just see the message. Now in the Alice part, the embedding algorithm will take 3 as input. The first one is the secret message, the message we want to transmit. Then the cover message, that means in which we want to hide the secret message, and then the secret key. So these 3, that means the secret message, cover message and the secret key will be given in the embedded algorithm. This embedded algorithm will produce the stego message, and this stego message will be transmitted. And if we see that whether it is a stego message or not, if he can understand or identify that it is a stego image, he may surprise, or if it is cannot be recognized by him, it can be transmitted to the Bob. And at the time, and the Bob will receive the message, and he will use the message retrieval algorithm from where the secret message and the secret key will be recovered. So this is the steganography framework. If we look the categories of steganography, so 5 types of category can be seen there. The first one is text steganography, then image steganography, then audio steganography, then video steganography, and the last one is network or protocol steganography. So these are the various type of steganography algorithm by which we can hide some informations in either in the form of text or in image or in audio or in video or network or protocol. So these are the different categories for steganography algorithm. Text steganography. Text steganography can be achieved by altering the text formatting or by altering certain characteristics of textual elements. Image steganography. Images are used as the message carriers. Images are the most popular cover objects used for steganography purpose. Audio steganography. In audio steganography, secret message is embedded into digitized audio signal, which results slight altering of binary sequence of the corresponding audio files. So these are the different types of steganographic techniques. Now, if we see the basic steganographic model, we can see this block diagram. So here we can see there is a encoder part and a decoder part. Encoder part is being used in the transmitter side, whereas the decoder part is used at the receiver side. So encoder is just like the locking of the system, and decoding means unlocking of the system. In stego system encoder, we have to give the secret message, the cover, as well as the key. So combination of these three will generate the stego object, which will be transmitted through communication channel. And at the receiver side, this stego object from the communication channel will be given in the stego system decoder with stego object, and this will extract the secret message which we have embedded through this system encoder. So here we can see which secret message we have transmitted, that is received, and that is identified as sent. So this is a basic steganographic model. Now if we move forward, we can see the steganography and cryptography combinations. That means here this is a model in which both the cryptography as well as the steganography has been used. So for this case, we have to use a plain text. Through encryption, we will get a ciphertext, and this ciphertext will be given as the informations along with the key and the cover image. So that will be from the stego image and the stego encoder. So after using the cryptography, whatever the message is being generated, that is used here for the input of the segment or steganographic input. So this is the combinations of the steganography and the cryptography. And this stego image is being transmitted, and at the receiver side we have to just bring or separate the ciphertext from these stego images. Then we have to use the decryption technique by which we will get the plain text. So this is a very useful and important features that we can use the steganography and the cryptography both in a combined form also. So it's being described here with this block diagram. Now, what is image steganography? Here we can see that there is a cover image, some informations or data or messages are there, and combinations of this data message with the cover image will give us a stego image. So if you look at the definitions, image steganography is the technique of hiding the data with the image in such a way that prevents the unintended user from the detection of the hidden messages or data. So here we are trying to protect the data and message by hiding it into some images by producing the stego images. Now these stego images will be transmitted. So if a user is there who will see just the stego image, if he cannot understand that some information is being hidden in that particular image, so he will not try to extract the information from the image. Now where at the receiver side the intended person will take the stego images, he will just use the opposite algorithm process, and by using that we can recover the data and message from the stego images which were being transmitted. So that's in this way we can easily secure our data or messages from the attackers. Now here another example we have given. That first one is the cover image, where a message image is also being given and we are having the Stego images. So here we are embedding some images into another images. The first one is known as cover image, in which we will hide our message image and that will produce the Stego images. Now if we see the histogram of the cover image, it looks like at the left side, and histogram of the Stego image is given here at the right side. So this is the histogram cover image, and after hiding the information image in the cover image, the histogram image of the Stego image is also given here. Now this is the difference between the histogram of the cover image and the Stego image. That means we have already obtained the histogram of the cover image, and after hiding the information in that particular cover image, so we have also seen the histogram of the Stego images. Now if we find out the difference between those two histograms, we will have this result. The applications of image steganography. Confidential communication and secret of data storing. Potential capability to hide the existence of confidential data. Hardness of detecting of the hidden, that is embedded data. Enhancing the secrecy of the encrypted data. Protection of data alteration, access control system for digital content distribution, media database system, secure private files and documents, hide passwords and encryption keys, transport highly private documents between international governments, and transmit messages or data without revealing the existence of available messages. So these are the very important points of the applications of image steganography, by which we can easily understand that the information is very much important and that is being hidden in the images or audio or video like that way, so that the original message is being unchanged and it can be kept securely. Now this is image domain. What images are made up of? Images are made up of lots of little dots called pixels. Each pixel is represented as 3 bytes. One for red, one for green and one for blue. So here it is given. So the corresponding decimal and its binary equivalent also given here. Each byte is in each byte is interpreted as an integer number, which is how much of that color is used to make the final color of the pixel. So the amount of red portions, the amount of green portions and the amount of blue portions combined will give us the original color. So this is here. Now the difference between two colors that differ by 1 bit in either one red, green or blue value is impossible to detect for a human eye. So we can change the least significant bit, that means the LSB, in a byte. We either add or subtract one or more values from the value it represents. This means we can overwrite the last bit in a byte without affecting the colors it appears to be. So small changes in that particular least significant bit will not can be perceived by human eyes. So that is very important. A common approach of hiding data within an image file is least significant bit or LSB substitution. That means the least significant bit is substituted by of that particular image by some information. In this method, we can take the binary representation of the hidden data and override the corresponding LSB of each byte within the cover images. Suppose we have the following binary representation for the cover image. It's given here. Suppose we want to hide the following 4 bits of data, that means 1011. That means if we hide this, we get the following. So we can see the last 4 bits has been changed here, where each data bits are accommodated in the least significant bits of each byte of the image. So as it is changing the LSB, not the MSB, so not very much changes will be there. Slight changes will be there which cannot be perceived by human eyes very easily. So here an example has been given of the cover image and the stego images. Least significant bit substitution results in a very minor distortions of the image, which is very much negligible for the human eyes to understand. So here we cannot distinguish the cover image from the stego images. It looks mostly similar. So that's why some changes in LSB will not affect the visual quality of the image, but we can easily hide some information by replacing the LSB. So this is a very good technique. That means this least significant bit substitutions is a very good technique by which we can hide some information in some images. So this is known as LSB technique. Next is substitution levels. So here we can see if we hide in the corresponding 4 bits, so it can be traced a little bit. In the 5th bit it is more clearly traceable, in 6th bit it is more clearly traceable, and if we hide in the information in the 7th bit it is much more clear. So we can see how much distortions will be there if we hide it in the 7 bits. So LSB technique is much more safe in this case, by which it cannot be traceable. Now here this is method used to list two significant bits where the indicator, the channel 1 and the channel 2 has been given. So for the 00, no hidden data is there. For 01, that means for the channel 1 that is no hidden data, but channel 2 2 bits of hidden data is there. If the indicator is 10, that means 2 bits of the hidden data in channel 1, but in channel 2 no hidden data. But if the indicator is 11, that means both the channel 1 as well as the channel 2 has 2 bits of hidden data. Here the examples you can see, initial pixel bytes RGB has been given here. Now data to be embedded is 1101. Now channel R is here, but replaced the last 2 bits by 11, and channel green has been represented by 01. So this is the channels in which data is being embedded. Now the channel B, indicating the channel B, is pixel indicator bits is represented by 11. So here we can see the pixel indicator by which we can replace these corresponding information in a particular image. Stego color cycle, SCC. The SCC technique uses the RGB images to hide the data in different channels. It keeps cycling the hidden data between the red, green and blue channels, utilizing one channel at a cycle time. Next process is AAA. AAA technique uses the same principles of LSB technique, where the secret is hidden in the least significant bit of the pixel with more randomization in selection of the number of bits used and the color channels that are used. Two seeds are there to determine the used channels, to determine the number of bits used. This randomization is expected to increase the security of the system. So this AAA is a much more advanced technique than the max bit. This method measures the intensity of the pixel and then hides data by random pixel selection with a goal to hide maximum data in each pixel. This method is divided into three parts: encryption, image intensity calculations, then steganography. So these three steps will be followed for this max bit. Now this is the original color image where we can see a clock tower, and if we take the grayscale images, we can see all black colored pixels are considered as intense pixels, and these intense pixels will be used to hide some information. Now the statistics, if you see the bits per pixels for these three process, one is AAA, another is SSC and the max bit. The values has been given here and the capacity ratio also has been given here. So here we can see the capacity ratio of max bit is higher than the other two, whereas the bits per pixels for AAA and SSC is almost same but double in case of max bit. Optimum pixel adjustment procedure. Optimal pixel adjustment procedure, abbreviated by OPAP, reduces the distortion caused by the LSB substitution method. In OPAP method, the pixel value is adjusted after the hiding of the secret data. This done to improve the quality of the stego image without disturbing the data hidden. First, a few least significant bits are substitute with the data to be hidden. Then, in the pixel, the bits before the hidden bits are adjusted suitably if necessary to give less error. Let n LSB be shifted, substituted in each pixel. Let d equals to decimal value of the pixel after the substitution. D1 equals to decimal value of last n bits of the pixel, and D2 equals to decimal value of the n bits hidden in that particular pixel. So optimal pixel adjustment procedure is given here, where D is converted to a binary written back to pixels. So here it is given that if the difference between the D1 and D2 is less than equals to 2 to the power n by 2, then no adjustment is made in that particular pixel. Else, if D1 is less than D2, then we should change the D as D minus 2 to the power n. And if we consider if D1 greater than D2, then d will be changed as d equals to d plus 2 to the power n. So this is the corresponding formula or algorithm by which we can achieve the optimum pixel adjustment procedure. Now this is the retrieval process of the data. The retrieval follows the extractions of the least significant bit LSB as hiding is done using simple LSB substitutions. This inverted pattern technique we also discuss here. This inverted pattern, that means the abbreviated is IP, LSB substitution approach uses the idea of processing secret messages prior to embedding. In this method, each section of secret images is determined to be inverted or not inverted before it is embedded. In addition, the bits which are used to recover the transformation are treated as secret keys or extra data to be re-embedded. The process is given here. The embedded starting is S. The replaced string is R. And the embedded bit string to divide to P parts. Let us consider n-bit LSB substitution to be made. Then S and R are of n bits length. For P part in I equals to 1 to P, if MSE of SIRI is less than MSE of S cap IRI, choose SI for embedding, mark key I as logic 0, and if MSE SIRI is greater than equals to MSE S prime IRI, choose S prime I for embedding, mark key I as logic 1. This is the algorithm, and then we can end where MSE is known as mean square error, S is the data to be hidden, and S prime is the data to be hidden in inverted form. Now the retrieval process of this inverted pattern, the stego image and the key file are required at the retrieval site. First corresponding number of LSB bits are retrieved from the stego image. If the key is 0, then the received bits are kept as such. Else if the key is 1, then the bits are inverted. The bits retrieved in this manner from every pixel of the stego image gives data. IP method using relative entropy. Relative entropy measures the information discrepancy between two different sources with an optimal threshold obtained by minimizing relative entropy. In this method, instead of finding the mean square error for inverted pattern approach, the relative entropy is calculated to decide whether S or S prime suits the pixel. Now the process of this IP method using relative entropy is given. Divide the cover image into P blocks of same size. The embedding string is S and the replaced string is R. Now here for P part in I equals to 1 to P, it will continue if real dot entropy S1 SIRI is less than real dot entropy S prime I Ri, choose Si for embedding. Mark Ei as logic 0. If real entropy Si Ri is greater than real entropy S prime I Ri, choose S prime I for embedding. Mark E as logic 1 and it will end. Where S is the data to be hidden and S prime is the data to be hidden in inverted form. Now these are the very important decision factors by which we can easily measure the quality of the cover image as well as the stego image. So we can compare between them using these some parameters. The first one is peak signal to noise ratio, which is abbreviated by PSNR. The PSNR is calculated using the equations given here, where the corresponding value Imax is the intensity value of each pixel, which is equal to 255 for 8-bit grayscale images. Next, the mean square error abbreviated by MSE. The MSE is calculated also by the given formula, where M and N denote the total number of pixels in the horizontal and the vertical dimensions of the image. Xij represents the pixels in the original image. Yij represents the pixels of the stego image. So these are the very important parameters of which is also known as decision factors. A pixel value differential, which is also abbreviated by PVD. Pixel value differentiation PVD is able to provide a high quality stego image in spite of the high capacity of the concealed information. That is, the number of insertion bits is dependent on whether the pixel is an edge era or smooth era. In edge era, the difference between the adjacent pixel is more, whereas in smooth era it is very less. Now if we see this example where we can see the sky, that means almost the same color and there is no difference, so this will be considered as the smooth area, whereas the edge area is not so much smooth because it's starting off the tower. So the sky and the tower is here, we can see. So that is the edge area where we will just try to hide the information. While human perception is less sensitive to suitable changes in the edge areas of a pixel, it is more sensitive to change in the smooth areas. So we should avoid the smooth area for hiding the information. If we will hide the information in the smooth area, the change can be easily visible, but if we use some edge areas where the information is being hidden, it cannot be easily traceable. So that's why the edge area are much more used here. Now if we move forward to the next slide, we can see this method hides the data in the target pixels by finding the upper left, the corresponding upper right, left and the corresponding target. So this is the different pixel values by which we can use the hiding technique in pixel value differentiation. Now this is the algorithm by which we can hide the information through pixel value differentiation. Select the maximum and the minimum values among the pixel values that have already finished the embedding process. Consider upper pixels G1, left pixel G2 and the upper left pixel G3 in a given target pixels GXY. Calculate D using the following: D equals to max of G1, G2, G3 minus minimum of G1, G2, G3. Use this distance D we using this distance d, we get an idea as to whether the target pixel is included in an edge area or in a smooth area. Now the calculations of n, the number of the insertion bits in a target pixel's pxy is given by this n, whose formula is given here. Now we should consider once d equals to odd and also d equals to even, and the corresponding value has been given here for this pixel value differential. Now these are the different statistics for this OPAP, IP and PVD technique. The size of secret data has been given here. Almost the size are same. The PVDs has a less size, and the corresponding we can see here the MAC value, the PSNR value and the corresponding time request has also been given here. So lots of parameters are here. We can compare the different methods by this parameter for OPAP, IP and PVD process. So we see these are the statistics given here. Now if we see the conclusions of this image steganography, we can have the security is an important issue while transferring the data using internet, because any unauthorized individual can hack the data and make it useless or obtain information unintended to him. Hiding a message with steganography methods reduces the chance of a particular message being detected. In and of itself, steganography is not a good solution to security, but neither is simple substitutions and short block permutations or for encryptions. But if these methods are combined, we have much stronger encryption process. So thank you. Hope you have gone through this process. Now if you have any queries, you can ask me or you can mail me in my WhatsApp number, or you can mail me my mobile number.